what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. This here's where I teach you that your heart may go on, but that diamond would have went a lot farther. Just saying. But moving on with the Hachette R.M.S. Titanic, the ship, the legend. We are on stage 135. So let's take a quick look through the magazine. Balancing luxury and finance. First-class passengers were appealed to by brochures showing the luxury to be had on board transatlantic liners, but it was third-class tickets that paid the bills. Again, here we go. Some nice old-timey pictures. And that is it. Then we go straight to the instructions because we have a good amount to do this week. So there we have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. There's always a 9-2, but to do it. Right. Alrighty. So we have more of the screw eyes here. Even more of those eyes. We got AM screws, CP screws, and we have lots of little baggies of bits and pieces and odds and ends and bits and bobs. So let's see what's inside. We have in here a pin. A singular pin. That's it. What is in this one? Let's see. Oh, we have these. I believe those are for the poop deck. What's in this one? Oh, the suspense is killing me. We have in here. Oh, there's it. Various other bits and pieces and odds and ends and bits and bobs. Put all those back here. What is this? We have, oh, there we go. Part of the rudder. And what do we have here? We have said rudder. There we go. I believe that is everything. Okay. Get out of my life. Wonderful. Let's put this off to the side. Open up our instrucciones. Ay, que instrucciones. Ay! Alrighty, so what are we doing? This week we are doing the rudder and other details. Cool. Alrighty, so the first thing we will be doing is attaching the rudder to the ship. So let's bring in the hull and get that done. Alright, so here we have the hull. So what we need to do first is we need to take this section right here, and this is going to be glued right up in here to finish off that section. So I'm going to get that glued in real quick. Alright, so that's been glued into place. So now we take the rudder, and looks like we're sitting where? We're sitting, looks like right here, question mark? Yes. So that's sitting there, and now we take the pin they provide, and you want to make sure that you put it in with the smooth end. There's a smooth end, and there's a kind of a rough end, a knurled end. So you want the smooth end going in first, because the rough end is what's going to lock it in place. So we're just running this up, like so. This may take a little bit of doing, but it's doable. And just run it up until that's sitting in place. You may need a pair of pliers or something just to get it up the rest of the way, but we'll get that in there. And there we go. We got that pin in the rest of the way. That's nice and locked in, and there we go. We have a rudder. Yay! Alright, so now we have the forecastle, and we're going to take this bit right here. What is this? The cable cover. And position it on the forecastle. It's going to sit right here. Post all going right there. And this will be secured with a singular CP screw. Let's get that out. And get this nice and secured up. Over. Get the party started. And now, we screw. And just get that nice and snuggled. Okay, lovely. There we go. I mean, oh, you don't want that to happen. Got a little twisted there. Let's loosen that up a little bit. There we go. We want that. We want that sitting straight. There we go. There we go. You want that sitting straight. That's the way you want that looking. All right. So there we have that. So now we have to bring the hull back in, and they want us to attach the hull to the display base. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll continue on. All right, ship and display base merged. I had to do that off camera because that's very, very unwieldy to get that connected. But there we go. Now we can continue on. All right, so now we're going to take the Forecastle, and we're not going to secure this just yet. We're just going to set it down, and now we're going to attach the cable to the PCB. You can't see what's happening here, but trust that what's happening is happening. This is going to get connected to the receptacle marked P. So that would be this one right here. So P goes into P. There we go. And that is connected. All right, so now they want us to bring in the remote control, put a battery in it. It takes one CR2032 battery. I already have it in here. And then turn it on. You can see there a little red light comes on. We have to turn on the display base, so let me turn that on. So there we go. I believe that is on. And now we should hit the lights button, and we should check to see if the light under here turns on, and they are in fact, you can see lit. There you go. And I said we could also try the sounds, so let's try the sounds. Wow, okay. So that works. Does it just keep going? Okay. Alrighty. Oh, it just repeats. Let's try the CQD. Okay. SOS. All right, so, okay. All that works. Lovely, lovely. Okay. So, that was a successful test. Okay, so now that that's been done, we can now secure the Forecastle to the hull, and this will take 6 GM screws that were supplied with issue 9. So I'll get those out, and we will get this Forecastle secured on. All right, final screw is being enschnuggened. And there we go. We finally have the Forecastle in place. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, so now we are bringing in these bits here. There are 6 of them in total. We got these in issue 9, so we got to dig those back out. And these are going to basically be screw hole covers. So we have singles. The singles will go back here. We have doubles that will go here, and then these that have the triples that will go on the very front. So, all right, there we go. Last one in place. There we go. We got those details in. So now what we need to do is we need to bring in, we need this piece right here, and we need these 2 pieces right here that are shaped like this. So this is going to sit, looks like right here. Will it need to be glued? Most likely. Alright, there we go. We got that in. Alright, didn't need glue. That was, had plenty of friction right there. And now these are going to sit right here. There are 2 ports right here for it. And they want to come angled forward. So again, let's just try to... Yeah, I doubt those will need glue. Those are fine. Plus it gives us some adjustability also. Yeah, there we go. Then we just kind of angle them ourselves. There we go. We got those bits in place. So now we need to do us some drilling. So this is the tool they provided us, and we need to basically drill a hole like round about here. So if you want a specific measurement, they basically wanted 27 millimeters from the back of this piece. So you're measuring 27 millimeters forward. So I'm going to get this little hole drilled in real quick, and then it will need one of these little screw eyes here, and I'll put one of those in also real quick. Alright, so we got that screw eye in right there. So now we need to put 4 more in back here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'll get those done real quick. Alright, we got those in place. I know you could probably barely see them, but they're there. So we are done with the bow, so now we're going to move on to the stern. Alright, so now it's time to get the poop deck in place. So we're basically doing the same thing we did with the stern. We're just going to lay this on here. So we have 2 wires to work with here. We have this wire coming out of the poop deck, and then we have this wire. This is the motor cable. So basically what we're going to end up doing is taking both these wires, running them underneath the supports here, all the way down to the PCB. Each one is marked with a letter. This one's marked with a V. The one under the poop deck is marked with an S. So we'll get this situated and get these plugged into their corresponding sockets on the PCB. Alright, so we have the poop deck here connected up. So again, we're going to do some tests. So we have everything turned on. So we turn on the lights, and the lights under here should be on. And they are in fact on. So that is working. Lovely. So now we should be able to move this and get the propellers going. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to reverse. There we go. All right. That works. Cool. Okay, so now that we have tested that successfully, now it is time to secure the poop deck into place. This does need to go in a very specific way. This is probably going to be a pain in the butt, but I will get it done, and once we have it seated, it will be secured with 6 8M screws, so I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so our poop deck is nice and secure at long last. So now we have to take these bits right here, and again, these will be our screw hole covers, and they'll go at these points right here. So I'll get these on real quick. There is the last one. They recommend glue, but they don't need to be glued. They pop in just fine. There we go. We got those details in place. And now we're bringing in the flagpole. And this is just going to pop in right here. Will it need glue? We'll see. Nah. That's fine. That's nice and snug. Maybe a little bit of glue. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll decide later, but for now, that's fine. So again, we have to do a little bit more drilling. So we need to drill a little hole right here, right in front of this set of benches. So put a hole right here and install another screw eye. So I will do that real quick. Alright, so we got that screw eye in place right there. So now we need to put 2 more in place. We need one that goes right here and one that goes right here on either side of these cranes. So I will do that right quick. Okay, so we got those screw eyes in place. You can see one right there, one right here. So we are done with all of this. So now we can put this off to the side. Okay, so now we have our other decks in, and what do we have to do now? More screw eyes! That's right, more screw eyes. So we need to populate the rest of this forward section with screw eyes. 15 in total, starting on this side, going across the other side. Some that will go across the middle here, one that will go right there above the bridge. And yeah, 15 in total, so let's get down to it. Alright, so there we go. We got all those screw eyes in place on both sides, going down the middle here. And yeah, that is all there is to do in this stage. Alrighty, so here we have what we have accomplished today. Here we have our Completed work. Light, sounds, and propeller motor have been tested, and the forecastle and poop decks have been fitted to the hull. More screw eyes have been fitted to the decks. Indeed, all that was done. So, there you go. Now, if you would like to sign up for your own Titanic kits, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure. And you can watch this lovely ship of dreams take shape before your very eyes. So, there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek. Be proud. Palm in your face.